Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
What are you doing? You can't get past me.
From the 44. Tannehill, he's going to float this. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. On second down, it's Williams, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led onto the field by the former 3rd-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
And this team is coming in off of their open week, and to me, a pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
That second down play nets a -4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Well, look now at our starting defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Check hot route.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Jam.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48, right?
Now Foles.
Come on, QB, come on.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that's going to push him back half the distance.
Let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So they'll walk him back half the distance. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a carry for Dillon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against David Bakhtiari.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. Here go.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Off play action, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the draw, this is Fournette. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man left, man left. Out. 3 down, 3 to go.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running it here with Peyton. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now. Dillon, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Foles got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From a yard out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaguars. The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? From the 31, Tannehill throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect him to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Deferring to Armstead on the draw. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Here's Foles. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the Patriots coming out now. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got 4. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll run now with Dillon. And an alley to run. Oh, and now some space to operate. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They run again with Dillon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now Pirine. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They run it with Armstead. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. From the 31, Foles. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Touchdown, Jaguars! James O'Shaughnessy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Okay, ready? The mic, Rock 57. Rip right, rip right. Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Get it.
Here's Tannehill. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On the ground, this is Williams.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Tannehill on 1st down. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. This is Harris. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got a man open. That's Harry. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's the former Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles, with the strong first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's go!
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 31, Foles. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The pickup there, 5 yards. They'll run on first down. Dillon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Check 48's the mic. Check.
2nd and 5 now. Foles. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Calais Campbell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now Foles.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Fournette. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Watch the whip.
It's a gain of 5.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard line.
The open man is Westbrook. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and it's third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check, butt set. Check, butt.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Jaguars on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Kill, kill, kill.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
4 down.
Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Tannehill. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Let's go. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. Throw left side to Reynolds. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8. Again, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw, Tannehill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the run, it's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
47's the mic, boys. 47.
Here's Foles. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out come the Patriots. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Ready. 30 base. We got work. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Now Tannehill. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before on a screen pass. Not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Ryan Izzo, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's big.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Check, 47. You're not ready. You're not ready. Go.
This is Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Fournette running out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Mike 51. All day, dog.
Makes it 3rd 3rd and 4.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Jacksonville, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for New England, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.